This is verse 18 of the first chapter, as worked through the genealogy of Jesus, starting with the patriarch Abraham down to Jesus' birth, noting the different segments, each of, at least in round numbers, 14 generations each. Of course, 14 significant as twice 7, and that probably plays into the thinking here of Matthew as he records this. But now we actually come to the narrative proper as he begins to describe the birth of Christ. So we have two. This is the genitive, singular, masculine article. To, postpositive da, but of the, and then Jesu Christu, of Jesus Christ, both in the genitive case, and then the subject of the sentence is he genesis. Of course, our word Genesis is from that. It's actually derived from the noun geneia, which means a generation, and that's the idea. It's the sense of a beginning of a generation or a birth. So the birth and the genitive of Jesus Christ, hutos. Hutos is an indeclinable adverb. It means thus, and ein here, third person singular, imperfect active indicative of eimi, I am, so it was. So the Genesis was thus of Jesus Christ is the idea. And then this genitive absolute we have, beginning with the participle in the genitive, singular, feminine. So we have nes tu theses. This is from nes tuo. It literally means to remember or to call to remembrance, but idiomatically it carried the idea of to be betrothed, suggesting the idea of remembering someone in terms of the fact that you're going to marry that person. So that's kind of the derivation of it. But as I say, this was an aorist passive participle, feminine, singular, genitive. It's in the genitive because it's a genitive absolute, which forms an independent clause in the sentence. So being betrothed, it's the passive, tes. Again, in the genitive, matros, the mother. So being betrothed, the mother autou, this is the pronoun, it's the genitive singular masculine, of him, so the mother of him being betrothed, and then in apposition to mother is Marias, which means Mary. So Mary, the mother of him, being betrothed, to, the dative here, indirect object, Yosef, to Joseph. So there's the separate clause, the mother of him being betrothed to Joseph. And then the additional descriptive phrase here, prin. Prin is a conjunction. It means before. And this little particle, a, means can mean a variety of things. Here it's going to mean something like but before. Sunail thein, this is from sunerkamai, to come together. Of course, it implies come together sexually. It's in the aorist infinitive, so before the to come together, the infinitive will take the accusative. Here it's the plural, so before they came together, appliedly come together in marriage. And then the actual sentence proper is heurethe. This is from heurisco. It means I find, third person singular, aorist passive. Indicative, she was found, referring to Mary, of course. En, preposition, takes the dative. Here's gastri. We have the word gastric from this. It's a reference to the belly as the literal idea. So she was found in gastric or in belly, having. Ekusa, it's the idiomatic way, of course, of expressing the idea of being with child. The word child doesn't show up, but that's the implied sense. So she was found in gastri, having something in her belly is the idea literally. So that's the idea. This is a participle once again. It's a present active participle. She was found having this. It's the feminine singular nominative referring back to Mary herself. Ek, out of, pneumatos, holy, hagiu, spirit. So out of or by means of, as a result of the work impliedly of the Holy Spirit. So the familiar text here. The birth of Christ on this rise. This is when they were betrothed, they were engaged before they had come together, implying they did actually come together sexually, although the Catholic Church would deny that, and certain others join in that objection. But the implication, at least, of the text is before they came together as husband and wife. She was found to be pregnant, and of course Matthew adds here, by means of or out of the work of the Holy Spirit.